Today's January 1st, 2017. This is a time when everybody's making their resolutions to start something new, to have a fresh, clean slate, be it bad fresh, and see what they can make it themselves. For most people, those resolutions fall to the wayside and are forgotten within the first month of the year. It's just a bad system. You know, people make these resolutions, then they quit these resolutions. Nothing gets done. I've tried to counter this by creating themes for 2016, themes for 2017, and all of my actions throughout the year are overshadowed by that theme that drives them. 2016, the theme was discovery of self, reinventing myself. Who am I? Who do I want to become? Where do I want to spend my time? What am I going to do with that? As a result, 2016 was hard. 2016 kicked my ass. But I learned more about me in 2016 than I have in any other year prior to then. I have a foundation. I know who I am. I know where I want to go. And that's more than a lot of people these days. So as hard as 2016 was, good. I survived. 2017, now I'm still breathing. I'm alive and I made it. Everything that I've learned, I learn with respect, and I'll be able to use that going forward for a better year next year, this year, 2017. 2017's theme, execution. Now that I know who I am, where I want to go, what I want to do with my time, with my life, what my passions are, I'm going to execute on that. I'm not going to be filled with regret at the conclusion of this year. I'm not going to look back and think to myself, I wish I would have done something differently. I wish I would have changed this. I wish I would have changed that. I wish I would have taken that advice. 2016 was hard because I knew what I was passionate about at the onset, and then I acted on that. And that stripped me bare. And that's okay. But now, my life is bare. It doesn't have the crap in it that hinders so many people. I've got a fresh, clean slate. I've got some place to start. You can reinvent yourself, and you can choose to start every single day. You can make your own ending. 2017 is going to be a good year for me. I feel confident about that. I'm going to take what I've learned in the past and build upon it. Execute on the day-to-day grind so that the end of the year and the end of the years going forward have something to show for. So many people live their lives in hopes of change, and yet they spend their time working towards nothing. Working towards nothing that is going to grant them that change. And yet they have the audacity to regret and wish for a better life later. That's bull. You want something different, you work for it. You put in the work. The world owes you nothing. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody cares about your complaints. They are hollow. They have no weight. They mean nothing. Nobody's listening. Get off your ass. Do you. Figure out what you is and give it your all. I don't even know if I'm going to show this video. I don't know if I'm going to share this audio. This might be more for me than anything. So, taking that, let me speak to myself here. I'm a human being. I make mistakes. I can't promise that I'll get it right the first time. I can't promise I'll get it right the second time, the 10th time, or the 100th time. The variable that I have control of is work. Hard, disciplined, dedicated, consistent work. I know what it is where I want to go. I know what I want to do. I want to add value to the world by creating something that changes people's lives for the better. That is reflected in what Keto Savage in my head is becoming. It hadn't become that yet, but I know that it can. And it's not simply the diet that can become that, it's the brand and the meaning behind it. The diet itself is just simply the vehicle. The brand, the image, the message, that is what can change things. And I don't even know how to put that out there to the world yet. I haven't figured that out. I'm trying. Some things I do work, some things I don't. Some things I do don't work. But I learn from each one of those and I adapt and I move forward. There's no playbook to life. You can't know at the onset what you should or should not do to end up where you want to go. You just have to do. So many people, me included, are paralyzed by perfection. I'm a perfectionist. I want things to be perfect before anybody else sees them. I don't want to fail in front of anybody else. No more. No more. I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to fail. I'm excited to fail in front of you. I'm excited to have you laugh at me and look down on what I'm doing. Because you know what's going on right there? I'm learning something. I'm adapting from that. I'm changing something going forward. People that don't do, that are too scared and are paralyzed and they're frozen in that fear, they're the ones filled with regret. They're the ones that are at the end of the year thinking that they had something inside themselves that they didn't get out to the public, that they didn't do, that they didn't believe in themselves enough to showcase. I'm going to fail. All right? I'm excited to fail. Failure breeds improvement. And I'm going to improve. My 2017 is not going to be my 2016. My 2018 is not going to be my 2017. I'm in it for the long game. I believe in what I'm doing. I believe I can help the most people doing this. And it hasn't materialized yet, but it will. And I'm only going to get there by continuing to chip away at it, to fail, and continue to improve on what I've learned thus far. 2017's execution, baby. Every single day, I've put systems in place to create and build and document and learn and adapt and grow every single day this year. I can't promise you what that's going to materialize into, but I can promise you I'm going to do it. I can promise you that by the end of this year I'll have learned more than I ever have before. I can promise you that I'll have gained a following and a support system, because I'm not going to be hollow. I'm not going to be shallow or superficial. I'm going to be utterly transparent. And I hope, and I know, and I believe there's other people out there in this world that also want to create something, that know they have something inside themselves that they want to get out to the public. And they might not know how to get that out there yet, just as I don't know how to get that out there yet. But by me failing, by me putting myself out there, by me falling and learning and growing and adapting and letting them see what little I had to start with, maybe they then become motivated enough to do it as well, just as I have been motivated by others that have done it before me. You only get one life on this planet. You got to live it to the best of your ability, boldly, without regret. I do not, my biggest fear, you know my biggest fear is? Normalcy, complacency, and regret. That it is. I do not want to die thinking there's something I wish I would have done differently. I wish I would have put myself out there. I wish I wouldn't have let this thing, this feeling, this belief that's inside of me stay inside of me. I want to put it out there. And that's going to continue to grow, continue to change. And I'm going to learn more about what that is through the process. You don't know what it is at the onset. You learn what it is through the process. But if you know you have it, then you have to try and put it out there to the best of your ability with the tools and resources you have today. So that's what my theme is for 2017, execution. I'm taking what's inside me, I'm executing on it, and putting it out there for the world to see, day by day by day. And it's going to become something great. I can promise you that. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be something great. I encourage everyone that isn't completely happy with where they're at right now in life to do the same thing. If you're complaining, if you're holding yourself back, get off your ass and do. And it's not going to be perfect. And people are going to judge you for it. Don't complain. You're not going to have to worry about that. It's going to happen. But go and do it. It's better to do it and fail. I made a quote the other day. It is better to fall in failure than stand in mediocrity. That's my preaching. That's my theme. That's my soapbox, and now I'm off of it. So go out there and do. Stop watching this. Go do something with your life. Peace out. 2017, baby.